It's the 2023 OHSAA State Semifinals, and the first game on tap is the Dublin Jerome Celtics facing the Olentangy Liberty Patriots, with both teams looking to make their first final appearance. Liberty held a strong advantage from the start, building their lead throughout the set to win it 25-13. Junior middle Jack Torson made some solid plays, and so did twin brothers Connor and Ryan Severson, who are also juniors. Ryan had the kill that gave the Patriots this first set. The second started with the Celtics holding a lead early off their opponent's mistakes, but the Patriots were able to retrieve their command at the net, especially in the middle, plus the Celtics' errors started to pile up. They went on a 16-8 run to win the set 25-17, clinched off this Connor Severson setter's dump. With the trip to the state final a set away, Liberty held a close advantage early in the third set as Jerome fought to stay in it. But Liberty once again swung momentum in their favor, ending with an 11-4 run that finished with this match point. The final score from Wittenberg University: Olentangy Liberty won in 3 sets, 25-13, 25-17, 25-16. With the first Division I state semifinal finished, it was time to see who would face Olentangy Liberty in the state final. The two prospects, the unbeaten Hudson Explorers and the two-time defending champs Moeller Crusaders. Hudson started with the lead, courtesy of back row efforts, especially from senior Elijah Bay, while senior Kellen Gramosiak dominated through the middle. The Explorers went on a 7-0 run to end the first set, winning it 25-15. After losing the first set, Moeller's outside, such as junior Tyler Gesselbrock, started to make more of an impact. After some close early rallies, the Crusaders started to pull away, winning set 2 25-20 off a Brody Threm kill. It was only the fourth set that Hudson had dropped this year. Unfortunately for the Explorers, they would drop set number 5 right after. Despite holding the lead early, Will Patterson and others took the lead back for the Crusaders, making big blocks en route to a 25-16 victory. In the fourth, Hudson got the first point, but from there on out, Moeller got majority of the kills, including Gesselbrock and senior Benjamin Hagerty, who had some great diagonal shots. When Hudson called their second timeout, Moeller was up 18-9, and while the Explorers went on a little run, it was not enough to get the set victory. With that, Moeller won in 4, 15-25, 25-20, 25-16, 25-20 to make their 5th consecutive appearance in the state final. After the Division I state semifinals, it was time for the Division II teams to take the stage. First up, it was the St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish against the Archbishop McNicholas Rockets. The first set started with back-and-forth play, with McNick's back row finding answers for STVM's attackers. While the Irish were up 19-15 at one point, the Rockets answered with an 8-3 run before STVM got the next 3 points to win the first set 25-23. The second set started in STVM's favor, but once again, McNick responded. First on a 9-5 run to make it 13-13, and then on a 6-2 run to make it 24-23 in favor of STVM. Luckily for Logan Jennings' side, they got the next point to win the second 25-23. Set 3 provided a crucial point for the experienced Irish, who showed their command and threw off the young Rockets' rhythm. At McNick's second timeout, the Irish led 20-9 and finished off the match with this point. Final score from Wittenberg: STVM won in 3 sets, 25-23, 25-23, 25-15, as they head to the state final for the first time in program history. The final match of the state semifinals involved the St. Francis DeSales Stallions looking for their first final appearance in 8 years against the Independence Blue Devils, making their first appearance at state to finish their inaugural season. While the Blue Devils were able to capitalize on mistakes, the Stallions took the first set 25-17. The mojo continued for DeSales into the next set, jumping out to a 17-8 lead before winning the second set 25-14. Evan Althouse and Zane Patterson, who did a great job on the ball, were subbed off towards the end of the set. More changes came in the third, but DeSales continued to play stellar volleyball. DeSales ended up winning the match off this kill. The Stallions won in 3 sets, 25-17, 25-14, 25-6. Once again, a ton of credit should be given to Independence, who went 14-5 in the program's first season and won their 7-team region as a 5 seed. But for the Stallions, they head back to the state championship game for the first time since 2015. After the state semifinals on Saturday, it was time for the finals at Wittenberg University for the final day of the inaugural OHSAA boys volleyball season. First up was the Division I final as the Olentangy Liberty Patriots faced the Moeller Crusaders. The Patriots looked for their first state title in program history, while the Crusaders looked to pull the three-peat. The first set provided its back and forths, including attacks from both sides. But with the help of junior Caden Whiteside and others, the Patriots held the advantage at the net against Moeller as the set progressed, going on a 6-2 run in between Moeller timeouts. That later led to Liberty winning set 1 25-19 off this kill by Caden Whiteside. The momentum swung more in Liberty's favor in the second, courtesy of strong middle play by junior Jack Torson and some Crusader hits going out of bounds. The Patriots went on an 8-0 run to make it 14-6, which helped them win the second 25-16 off a kill by Torson. Last year, these two teams met up in the state quarterfinals, where Liberty forced the match to 5 sets after Moeller took sets 1 and 2. This year, the Crusaders decided to give the Patriots a taste of their own medicine. The Crusaders made some changes in the third, such as William Sauer coming into the match and logging some kills of his own. With the match tied at 20, Moeller held a constant 1-point lead over Liberty. That lead turned into 2 and a set win off this kill from senior Will Patterson as Moeller cut into Liberty's lead. Despite dropping a set, the Patriots continued barraging the Crusaders. It was Caden Whiteside's world and everybody was living in it. With that, Liberty was up 16-8 when Moeller head coach Lee Meyer called his final timeout. And while all the attention was on the Patriots, on the cusp of winning their first ever state title, the Crusaders had other plans. With the help of their front row attack, they came back to tie it up at 22 and then won the set 25-23 off this ace from senior Benjamin Haggerty. It was a new match, a new energy, and it was going to a Game 5 to decide the Division I state champion. While Moeller held an 11-8 advantage in the set, Liberty took the next 3 points to tie it. Even when the Patriots took the lead 13-12, the Crusaders responded with an equalizer and then the next point. On the cusp of pulling the unthinkable, the Crusaders readied for match point. Junior Tyler Gesselbrock logged the block that made his teammates and coaches rush the court as the Crusaders reverse sweep the Patriots 19-25, 16-25, 25-23, 25-23, 15-13 as they become the first Division I team in Ohio boys volleyball history to win 3 consecutive state titles. After Moeller was crowned Division I champion, only one match remained in the 2023 season, the Division II final. It was the St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish against the St. Francis DeSales Stallions, who were both looking for their first state championship in boys volleyball. STVM started with a 7-3 lead because of mistakes from DeSales, and while the Stallions improved towards the end of the first set, the run at the beginning made the difference as the Irish won the first 25-21 off this Ethan Wyszynski kill. DeSales, however, cleaned up the mistakes as they took a 16-9 lead in the second. but the Irish kept on fighting. While the Stallions were on the doorstep to winning the set, the Irish went on a 15-8 run to tie it at 24. Moments later, it was STVM who were at set point with a chance to take a 2-0 lead, but the serve carried long. The next point went to DeSales. And then, senior Luke Gabrielli ended the set with an ace as the Stallions equalized the match, taking set 2 27-25. Going into this match, DeSales were the favorites, and they played like it in the third, holding a lead for the majority of the set. The advantage went in their favor as they went on an 18-10 run to take the lead 2-1 off the skill from senior Evan Althouse. The fourth set started out close, with both teams attacking at the net, but the runs started to play a factor late. While Stallion Nation were on their feet, STVM head coach Logan Jennings called a timeout down 17-15. The Irish proceeded to go on a 5-1 run to make it 20-18 in their favor. However, the Stallions galloped back with a 7-2 run to win the set 25-22, capped off by this Evan Althouse kill that gave them the match. Final score from Wittenberg, DeSales wins it in 4, 21-25, 27-25, 25-17, 25-22, as they win their first state championship as a program. The win was also a great send-off for DeSales head coach Andy Feltz, who announced before the match that he was retiring after the season. It will be interesting to see what the Stallions look like next season without Feltz, the Division II Coach of the Year, and Cam Hoying, Division II Player of the Year, who will graduate. But right now, they and the others are dancing into the record books. I'm Hudson for Ohio Volley Talk. We have one more episode this year where we bring on Lee Meyer and Andy Feltz to talk about winning the state titles and coaching the teams that they did this year. As always, thanks for the support throughout this year, and thanks for tuning in to this video.